Hello everyone, this is your host Emma Emerson for Golden Icons, and we are here with a house favorite and of course probably one of your favorite gospel musical artists, and we are talking about the award-winning gospel minister, Mr. Sonnie Badu.
Hi Emma.
Thank
Hi Golden
you.
Icon. Hey everyone, this is Sonnie Badu and I'm having a great time with Golden Icons. If you want to know more about them, log on to www.goldenicons.com. Stay tuned. Love you.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with us today.
Hey, pleasure.
I have watched you over the years. YouTube, I would say you are my favorite thing to search on YouTube.
Thank you.
The first time I heard a ministration of yours, I was in my house,
Right.
and I felt it in my house. And I guess that's a very powerful gift that not a lot of people have.
Right.
When did you come to terms with that you had such a gift to take people to the presence of God?
Well, I always struggle to answer this question because I grew up in the church. I mean, I'm a PK, pastor's kid.
Yeah.
So we literally were trained. My father comes from a musical background as well, so growing up was not easy because you've got to do it dad's way and all of that.
Yeah. And
however, it was 15 years ago when I took this ministry full time. I went on it full time, and I realized even from school, when I was even in the world, when I sang gospel, it touched people. So giving it a whole shot was something that I told God I just want to do, and He's been faithful, let me put it that way. I mean, great testimonies like what you're saying. There was a lady in Zimbabwe. Yeah. She was on a wheelchair and she heard me sing on YouTube, and then she got up from the wheelchair, so things like that. But I guess it's speaking the truth, and the truth brings the presence of God.
With such gift comes responsibility.
Absolutely.
As you are a gospel artist, and also you're a star in your own way, even though you may not give yourself that title. So as a star, do you feel pressure sometimes from the media for sales or any of that kind of pressure?
To be honest,
your image?
Well, sales-wise, no, because we own our own rights and everything. And one thing I always say is the African market is very different from the European and the Western market. Okay. So you try to move at your own pace. You're not in competition with anyone. Wow. So I always tell my team, let's do it, and God will bless it. And then when it starts, YouTube, people start YouTubing it, and it goes out to the world. So no, I try not to feel pressured. I do it one day at a time, and God always does His own thing as well.
And what about pressure image-wise?
Right.
As a gospel artist, some people may say, well, you know what, he should be married by now. Do you feel such a pressure? Do you give yourself that kind of a pressure?
That's a nice way of twisting that in there.
Yeah. I had to do that.
Everybody has their set targets and things they want to do in life. Yeah. And I always say this, and I'd say it again, as a gospel artist, as an African gospel artist, when you release an album, it probably takes you a year for the world to hear it. Yeah. For the Western artists, it takes a week or two. Right. So there are certain things you need to put in place before you can let the misses officially come in. And for me, the main reason, things are in the pipeline, but there are certain things that has to be put in place before you commit someone's daughter. Right. Let me put it that way. Right. So, yes, it's in progress, and God is doing His own thing.
And how do you deal with the temptation?
Temptation. Yeah. Well, you saw me with Cedric. It's something I think God has kind of blessed me with, because my aim is for my children and my children's children to enjoy it. Yeah. So if they need to enjoy it, then discipline is a key factor, and I want them to also love what daddy's doing and want to be like daddy. Right. There's some kids that I'm like, I don't want to be a pastor because I know what my father went through. Right. But I want to be a good role model to my children. So extreme discipline is paramount, and I love it. I love it. I don't go out. I don't go shopping. When I'm done, I'm out. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, so.
Okay, so how would you describe yourself when you're not on stage or when you're not, you know, ministry?
Very boring.
Very boring?
Yes, because I'm either writing
okay.
or designing, or because gospel music is just one thing I do.
Okay.
I write, I design, I write movies. I'm working on different stuff. So.
And I was going to move on to that keyword that you just used.
Which
there.
one
You
is
said
that?
design.
Right.
I was reading that you're also into fashion.
Right.
You have, I guess, 2 clothing lines?
About 4.
4.
4 different clothing
So
lines.
where did that come from?
Well, God gives you the ability to create. You know, God is the creator of everything, and I believe in the atmosphere of worship, you become creative. So, like, I've got the Priest and King shoes, which I have it on. I've got the Polo logo, which says Genius, and for the ladies, it says Precious. We have Caballio, Rise, Rule, and Reign. We got different ones, and that's what I love doing in my spare time, like designing clothing and endorsing musicians to put it on as well, and it's fun.
Some people say that's what mainstream artists do, not like gospel artists.
Right.
And I'm sure you face some form of a criticism.
Well, that's the African mentality, because if you're wearing Sean Jones boxer shorts, why wouldn't you wear Sonnie Badu's boxer shorts? In fact, if I'm a Christian, and I'll let my son rather wear Sonnie Badu's boxer shorts than Sean Jones. So what's wrong? The first fashion designer ever was God. He clothed Adam and Eve. So he clothed them up. He designed them up, and then it's a gift from God, and Christians must make use of it. So I believe that if God has taken me to that level, then I should be able to also release stuff that the church will embrace, like my shoes. They talk about wheresoever the soles of your feet shall step, the Lord will give you, and it's embedded in the shoe. So you're wearing it knowing that wheresoever your feet steps, God gives you. So these are some of the reasons why I put these things together, just to keep us going. Yeah,
sneaker.
Absolutely.
Your Jordans aren't blessed.
Well, I didn't say that.
They're not the blessed ones, but his is.
I didn't say that, but yeah.
Okay, so you've won plenty of awards, and recently you just won is it AGMA?
Yeah, Africa Gospel Music Award.
Yes,
and,
Album of the Year.
Album of the Year.
Congratulations.
Colors of Africa. Thank you very much.
Do you still get as excited as the first time you won your first award?
To be honest with you, my team were looking at me like, "Are you not jumping?" I said, "No." Why? Because I was nominated for 3 and I won. For 2 and I won 1. Okay. But I was given a special award. They recognized me on that night for my contribution to African music.
Okay.
It was a special award given to me, making it 2 awards, which for me is a great honor. But it wasn't good enough. And
it wasn't good enough?
I told my team it's not good enough because we should have won the 3, you know, and for me, past glories are past glories. It ended the moment our awards finished, and we're working towards the next thing. I told them, well, the next awards we must win and everything, and you know. So yes, I'm grateful, but I always want more.
You always want
That's
more?
award number 15 now. You know.
Where do you place all these awards?
Oh, I've got a shelf at home. You should see it. It's all there, like literally full shelf, and I've got a new one that I'm still, you know, loading up.
So when you see those, what do you think of? Do you ever take a time to reflect?
Hard work pays off, and you actually appreciate it, that people appreciate you back. So
this Saturday we're gonna watch you minister. For me, it's gonna be an honor because I was talking with one of my friends and you had a show in Dallas, and I said, you know what, I want to drive 5 hours just to go and watch you perform.
Wow.
But I was so lazy. I was like, you know what, we're just going to wait for him to come to Houston.
Right.
And I know that God is going to move in a great way.
I can tell you this, Rainy Entertainment has put a lot together, I mean, for this concert, and I've been doing a few concerts in Philly, in Massachusetts, Minnesota, but the one I'm really looking forward to is this one, the one in Houston. Why Houston? Because I've heard a lot about Houston, and I heard we have a great fan base here, and so Rainy Entertainment, after putting together the Dallas one, by popular demand, said we must to the Houston one, and they've been here for about 3 months, putting things in place, making sure that everybody is going home excited. So we have we've gotten a hall that will take about 3,000 people.
Okay.
The band is actually very ready.
I mean, they're from my church.
Oh, there you go.
DC.
And I was impressed. I watched a few videos of their rehearsals, and I was actually kind of impressed. And I've been watching them work very hard on this. And like I always say, heavens will kiss the earth, big time.
Okay, and this is for I call this the Awilo complex.
Okay.
The Awilo complex is when everyone likes to claim the artist. Oh, he's from here. He's from here. No, he's from my side. He's from this side. Right. So where exactly are you from? Because I hear you sing in different languages.
I'll tell you a funny thing. I was in Massachusetts, and on my microphone I had a Ghana flag on there.
Yeah.
And I told Cedric, my protocol, that Cedric, change it to Nigeria flag, because So I say this, that I'm half Ghanaian, half Nigerian. Ghanage.
Okay.
But I'm an African.
Ghanage.
So but I rep Africa, and I want it to stay that way.
And you know the great part about it, you've crossed over.
I was in Philly last week, and I started leading worship in Liberian language, and I was actually, because I told them to teach me a few songs, and they did, and they were shocked at me leading it. So I think God just created me for Africa, and I love being that way, an African.
You just love.
Absolutely.
And you've worked with American superstars like
everyone, Juanita, Israel, Donnie.
Those are big names.
Ty Tribbett, Ron Canoli, Alvin. Martha Munizi, Parachute Band, Dietrich, all of them.
Most memorable moments?
Actually, at the World of Astoria, when I taught Ron Canoli how to sing one of my songs in Tree, at the World of Astoria.
You taught him?
Yes, he was as leading it, and I think he was, it gets to a time where you just want to grab the mic and sing as well. So he took the mic, and then it's on YouTube. I was singing it, and then he was also repeating it. I think that was great, because we grew up looking up to Ron Canoli, and for him to call me a son and a brother and everything, he sees me and says, "Hey, Sonnie, how are you?" Those. And I could remember 7 years ago when he was at KICC platform, and I looked at him and I cried, and I said, "God, I want to be like this." I haven't told him that. Don't tell him that. It's not good to tell those ones. But and then a few years later, you're just on the same platform with them. It's a great honor.
It's a great honor. And speaking of honors, it's an honor for me having this.
Hey, it's an honor for me. It's an honor.
So tell me, what are you going to take out of all of this? This platform God is giving you. You're reaching so many lives. You're changing people's lives. What is the ultimate goal for you?
I think the reason why God has placed me here is that I'm able to reach out to everybody. I mean, I have friends who are footballers who have given their lives to Christ because of how I live and how I deal with them. They come to my place and they're like, "Is this where you live?" And then they come to your concert and they're like, "Is this what you're doing?" Then we must give our lives to Christ, So if you watch some of my concerts, you'd see most of these footballers there. I think that God has made me an ambassador for Him to bring people. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. God is not interested in that. I don't care if you're from the club. I don't care where you're coming from. All I care about is where you're going. And it's my job to let you know that Jesus loves you. And it's my job to demonstrate what real love is, for you to fall in love with the same Jesus who has made my life better.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. Once again, this is your host, Emma Emerson, with the wonderful, the talented Minister Sonnie Badu. For more information on this interview, you can log on to www.goldenicons.com. Thank you so much, and you have a good one. Thank you.
You know,